Hello, everyone. It's Michael Jaco with Unleashing Intuition Secrets. So I was sworn throughout my career in the military and in the CIA to protect America from foreign and domestic enemies. I've talked about this before, and I feel like that's still the same. It hasn't changed for me. Now the threat is from domestic. So that's troubling, of course. Today, I was working out in the gym. I'm doing 3-hour workouts now. My body's telling me that's what I need to do to relieve the tension. And because there's lots of energies coming in right now, I feel it. I know a lot of you guys feel it. The way that I overcome all those energies and help my body to take in those energies is to work out really hard. And it's crazy. I'm like hitting new levels of abilities. I decided to quit going, it's heavy. And I was like, it feels good, it's heavy. So I started to take that attitude on because that's what I should do. And, of course, I've done that over time. But even though I'm getting older, it's like, no, your body will respond. Go ahead, push. And so I'm doing some crazy weights again. I love it. It's the way that I think a lot of us overcome a lot of stress. And there's pictures hanging up in my gym where, they have these, beautiful physiques of women and, hardcore physiques of men. And I guess maybe you women look at the men physiques and go, they're beautiful. So it's cool because think of all that stress, think of all the triumph that they overcame to have those great physiques. And that's what's happening now for a lot of us. So a lot of challenging times moving into the 23rd through the 27th. A lot of psychics, a lot of people are talking about how that's going to be a major unveiling point, and I'm seeing that as well. So a lot of the veils that I couldn't see for a while are starting to come clear, or starting to lift. It's like you're in a fog, and now the fog is lifting, and now it's becoming completely clear. That doesn't mean that it's like roses and fairies dancing and angels fluttering wings and beautiful music playing. No, it means that now we can see the bombers and the tanks that are coming and who's driving them. So the Nancy Pelosi's and the others that are driving those vehicles, we see them very clearly now, right? So a lot of other people that are the baddies are becoming clear to us. So we're very adept at overcoming. Our human race is quite amazing. And that's what we're doing. We're overcoming some unbelievable challenges, the worst, I think, that's ever hit humanity in its history. And we're overcoming them. And that's part of the ascension process, overcome these tough challenges. Just like I was talking about in the gym, those stresses, those great challenges can lead to, incredible physiques, or they can, as the case is for us, lead to incredible levels of insight, intuitions, and so forth. So a lot of us are getting these things that are happening for us. It used to be like, it took me a long, long time to figure things out. Now I look at them, I do the analytical work, and I get everything built up, and I'm like, okay, now it's time to go remote view it. Because if I just go, you're like, why don't you just go remote view it in the first place? Well, I can do that, but a lot of times it'll be blocked because I haven't done the work. Because the universe is like, no, Mike, come on, you got to do a little work here. We're not just going to give you this stuff. I'm like, okay. So I go back and do the work. I always do the work now because I know how this works. I do the work, analytical work, but information comes to me a lot faster. So I'm intuitive. I open my mind up to it. If I'm stuck on something, I find another solution. I don't keep doing the same thing over and over again. I've learned, through trial and error not to do that. So I hope a lot of you are the same way. If things aren't working in your lives, you're learning how to find something new, to create something new that's going to get you through a difficult situation, or to rise to another level of magnificence that we're all capable of, right? It's not all, doom and gloom and fighting. There's beautiful times too. And of course, I think the fighting and the difficulties, help us see how beautiful things really can be if we overcome a few things. So that's what we're at right now. So today I got a notice while I was working out in the gym that the military was having a conference. I was like, oh, why am I getting this notice? I've never had this before. So I look in, and it's General Silly Millie. Are they broadcasting from the spa? So I'm like, or is this somebody else? I don't know. So anyway, he and the Secretary of Defense were having a little conference together. And I was like, God, these two clowns, these A clowns, I can't believe it. So I'm looking at the comments. I'm like, the hell with this. I'm going to make my own comment here because I've been doing that lately. So I'll go in, and I remember looking at President Trump and his Twitter. His Twitter was just full of troll nastiness. It's like, oh, I'm not even going to touch that. But now I've decided enough of that. It's time to push back on these trolls. They've been getting away with some crazy stuff. So now it's time to show them who's really in charge here. And so I put something out. I was like, 24-year, Navy SEAL. Or I didn't say Navy SEAL, 24-year veteran. I didn't even say Navy SEAL. Didn't want to bring disparage on my other SEAL brothers and sisters, or no sisters yet, maybe. So I put something out that 24-year veteran. Okay, let me get it right. And these two A clowns. I even said that A clowns for ass clown. And these two A clowns are the worst I've ever seen in my entire life. And then I got trolled them. Trolled them came in. So now I'm in a gun battle. So now I'm in a gun battle, and I'm blowing off heads, and they're hydras, coming out. It's like, oh man, this is gonna be a good one. And then it was a miracle. It was like, oh. Then people started coming in and hitting them, bam, bam, bam. It's like I had backup. It's like I had my army with me, and I didn't even call them in. There was like boom, boom, boom. And the trolls got overwhelmed. The trolls got overwhelmed. They went away. I was like, wow, I can't believe that just happened. So that was good. So that's the way we start to push back on this. We stop being the nice guys, because they're not nice guys. They're trying to destroy us, literally. So they're getting pushed back on by me now. And I see a lot of you guys are fed up with it too. So that's good. That's how we start to win these wars, because it's all the digital war. Like 107 says, 107 will be joining me at 3:00 here tomorrow. So you definitely want to tune in for that. And we'll talk about some good stuff. We share a lot of opinions on a lot of stuff, and we'll see what he wants to reveal. Because he likes to come on my show and reveal some stuff sometimes. I think every time he comes in, he reveals massively to me, but I am on a different level. So I don't think everybody gets it, unfortunately. I would love to, see the day where everybody gets it, because I see people in the chat like, he's just saying the same stuff all over again. It's like, wow, like, you don't get this, do you? But people are where they're at. And I think as time goes on, more and more people really start to get, the people that are standing up and trying to work to, free America. So let's share the screen, and I'll talk about a few things here. Nice stuff going on. No, not really, but we can get some goodness out of it. Speaker Pelosi just admitted the obvious, that the January 6th Select Committee is nothing more than a partisan political charade. This is from Jim Jordan. So Jim Jordan, Pelosi basically said, a couple of your appointees, they're not going to work out. So what did Jim Jordan say? Or what did he do, more appropriately? He pulled all Republicans from Pelosi's sham committee. So this is how we win. They get nasty. You want to be nasty? All right, that's fine. But we're not going to play that game. And we're going to beat you at your nasty game. House Democrats must answer this question, Jim Jordan said. Why are you allowing a lame duck speaker to destroy this institution? This is the people's house, not Pelosi's house. So we need to keep, pushing back on these people with their nastiness, their charades, of helping people. They're not helping anybody. They're trying to destroy our country. Speaking of which, the border, I just heard this today and I was like, unbelievable. That border wall that there were, billions of dollars was, supposed to be taken care of. Biden administration, when it came in, they basically shut it down, and they shut it down because they were going to do a study for 60 days to see if it was really important to build the border wall. Well, now, of course, we're 6 months in, they still haven't done anything. So in the meantime, the people that have all that equipment down there, all those supplies, are watching that. Guess how much they charge per day to do that? $3 million a day. So they're burning up that money that should have been used and would have been used to build that wall. Guess how much they burned through now? $2 billion. They're purposely burning that money down so there's nothing left, and so there won't be any money for that wall to be built. All right. So let's listen.
More like a welfare state, I've got to tell you. But Senator, today you are releasing a major report on how the Biden administration has wasted $2 billion, taxpayer dollars, to pay Department of Defense contractors not to build the border wall. Tell us about it.
That is correct. So when January the 20th came and Joe Biden came into office, he immediately said he's going to do a 60-day pause to be able to study the wall. At that point, he put all the contractors along the border area on standby, and he paused everything. We're now almost 125 days since that time period when the study was supposed to be complete. They still haven't finished the study. We're literally paying people $3 million a day now to watch the materials along the border area, though they're not installing it. They're just watching it. It is up to $2 billion that has been spent just this calendar year to not build the wall. So instead of actually just finishing construction, which was what the career professionals at DHS and President Trump was so clear about that we need to be able to do, instead of doing that, he's actually paying people to watch the materials, not build the wall, and we have wasted $2 billion that could have been used for our national security.
This is absolutely extraordinary. And, they say that COVID is their priority. Meanwhile, the border crisis has turned into a COVID crisis. 80% of the new cases because of that Delta variant. And many people are coming into the country not being tested. And now we know they have COVID.
That is correct. And this is the reason that President Trump put in place a protection to say people cannot just come across the border. We're going to turn people around. It was a logical, reasonable thing to be able to do that. President Biden is now saying he wants to undo the Trump policies. Big surprise. He's undone a lot of these policies that actually work to be able to protect the border. We're now.
Okay. So that gets you going, right? But we have to learn the dirty truth so we can tear these guys down. Their lies, their imagine $2 billion wasted like that. That's a lot of money out of our pockets, right? Makes me not want to pay taxes because you're wasting them. Why do I have to pay taxes when you're going to waste them like that? Come on. Give me an answer. Can't do it, can you? So maybe I don't know. Liberal Reporter has a very simple explanation for lagging COVID vaccination rates. So this is a very interesting little report here. So why is it that so many people are not getting that? And he goes on to say that he has actually gotten it. He believes in it, which is great. A lot of people do. But a lot of people, like he gives the instance, a lot of people know that cigarettes are bad for you, but still people smoke cigarettes, right? And vape and all that stuff, right? So it's not up to the government to come in and say, who can and who will not. It's unconstitutional, right? They can give out the information that, hey, this is really bad for you. You shouldn't do that, like they have for other vaccinations. And people are like, no, and some people do. I mean, I've seen this, throughout my whole life. Some people get vaccinations. I've gotten vaccinations for stuff. I believe in some vaccinations. I don't need vaccinations for other things, right? So you're basically forcing people to do a vaccination that they didn't want to. So this is incredibly unconstitutional. And we see a lot of politicians basically telling us that they know better than us and that we need to listen to them and do this. So it's basically the same thing. You know, you should have the choice. You should be able to make if you're a hesitator, you get more information, you know, one way or the other, you make your own decisions. And that's the way it should be. So to force this is not constitutional. It's not right. It's not humane. All right. But like we said, politicians think they know better than us. Like Mitch McConnell says, he is ordering Americans. So they're ordering Americans to stop smoking because it's bad for you. Never did that, did they? But he is ordering Americans to get the, jabber. Why? Why are you ordering that? That's never been done before, ever. So he says he's going to work with Democrats to shut down America again, unless we do. So Trump has said that Mitch is a very bad leader. And that seems to be playing out. So I did a show today with Jean-Claude. So we had a great show.
Everyone, I'm Jean-Claude.
We talked about a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about now in a lot of detail. Always love to have shows with him. So that's on there. Of course, all my other information is down in the description box, along with Jean-Claude's. You can also go to my website, michaelkjaco.com, and get all my information, all my courses, coaching podcasts. The shop is doing quite well and everything. So you can hit the shop, MJ products, and here you have all of the product line that's available right now. More is coming. But yeah, a lot of you guys are snatching this stuff up. Thank you. And I hope you wear this stuff with pride. Unleashing Intuition, the Intuitive Warrior, all this stuff is really blowing out there. I ordered 3 different styles of the Intuitive Warrior tank top, and both of the different styles for the muscle shirt. So you see me sporting those pretty soon here. They're on their way here to me. So everything seems to be shipping pretty good. Some things are held up because we're overwhelming the system, I guess. But everything's coming through. It's beautiful. You guys are like, snatching up. So your merch is your Intuitive Warrior merch is here for you now. Ascent Nutrition, one of my sponsors. They do amazing stuff. We've had several talks. The raw pine pollen tincture is a hot seller. A lot of you guys buy multiple bottles of that, and it sells out very quickly. And so I don't know if it's available again, but when it is, I'm sure you guys are going to snatch it up. So this Intuition bundle is one that they work with me to, I inspired it. So it's nootropic focus, peak liver support, and peak basically other health. So you want to get in there and get that one. And the one that we talked about last time is detox bundle. So the detox bundle is peak gut health, candida cleanse, turmeric complex, apple cider vinegar with cayenne pepper, daily cleanse, peak liver support, immune booster. So click on like any one of these and you're going to find out, excuse me, a lot of information about it. So you got elderberry immune support, digestive enzyme support. So you got all the stuff that's available to you. I just got some more of the elderberry immune support. They have great stuff. More coffee is coming. So their coffee is the best by far of any coffee that I've ever had. So the Ascent Nutrition, definitely want to jump into that, guys. It's magnificent. So also, let's go back to the shop, and you have the EMF harmonized. EMF harmonized, there you go. So this is a Tesla basically coil that's in here. and it shuts down frequencies up to, I think it's about 6 feet around you. So these are very valuable as far as like, what's happening right now with some of the things some of the products that are out there coming into the food supply, into the jabberdoos and stuff like that. So it basically helps you to overcome, people that might have that and stuff that might come off of them. This EMF frequency thing also helps for that. So there's also the computer EMF protection strips. So I have them on all my computers. This computer that I'm on right now has one. Also, there's body relief patches. So lots of people have had unbelievable relief with that body relief patch. And then again, Isogenics. I recommend Isogenics to everyone. It's basically the telomere support. Was the thing that turned around my life. I had lost my ability to run, and because I have I had a debilitating injury in my knee from having it shattered many years ago in the SEAL teams. Of course, in 6 months, I was at it. They said, "You're not going to walk normal again." And 6 months later, I was running and completing the SEAL fitness test with expert, outstanding score. So there's a lot of stuff in here that has helped me. I take this stuff all the time. Isagenesis is the telomere support. So you can come in, check that out as well. So lots of great products, lots of great stuff, courses, everything that you need to basically, take your life to the next level. And the courses, of course, are hot sellers. The Unleashing Intuition, Become the Master of Your Reality. And now I have a new ultimate course bundle. So you get 3 one-on-one coaching sessions with me. You can come in here and look at the new lead on that. So you get all these different courses and books, 12 courses, 3 books, and 3 one-on-one coaching calls. So when you add the two extra coaching calls, this is a $5,613 package. Now I'm selling it for $4,444. I still have the other packages as well. So you got the Ultimate Course Borno with just one 101. That's still a hot seller, $2,995. And then you have the Ultimate Course Bundle payment plan of 7 payments for $457. So lots of ways you can get in there and get all that material. I mean, if you really want to, get it all, which why wouldn't you? then you have access to it immediately. Once you buy it, you have access to that. So the remote healing, the remote viewing, the past life information. So lots of great stuff in here. And I think you guys are going to love it once you get it, and everyone does. So let's go into a little bit more of what's going on in the world. Larry Elder, love Larry Elder. I can't believe he made this. Larry Elder wins in court. Hoo-yah, Larry Elder. I think Larry Elder is going to be the next governor of California, guys. It looks really good for him. California must put him on the recall ballot. So he took it to court, and let's see what the judge said. It says all the lawyers presented their case, and then the judge said, "I don't find the recall election is a direct primary election ballot. By reaching that finding, I don't find that Mr. Elder was required to file tax returns at all, but he did. I would grant the petition and issue a peremptory and writ of mandate, directing the respondent and all persons under her control to file Mr. Elder's nomination documents, qualifying him as a candidate and place his name and ballot designation on the ballot, and any sample ballot and voter pamphlet for a candidate for governor of the state of California in the September 14th recall election." So I don't know that I might still be able to vote for that. So you have to be like a resident here in Florida for 6 months and 1 day. I might still be able to vote for that and then come back and become a resident of Florida. So that would be cool, right? Yeah, we'll see how that works out. Because I love it, Larry Elder. I'm definitely going to support him. Definitely going to talk about him. definitely probably send some money his way so we can, push back against these horrible Democrats and trying to take away our rights, trying to destroy America. Coinbase. So you guys that took my advice and got into crypto are loving your daddy today. Your Doge daddy. I'm your Doge daddy. And Bitcoin up big today. Everything was up even more massively. It's pulled back just a little bit. It's taking a little, it's like running a race. You sprint and then you kind of like pull back a little bit and then sprint, then you pull back a little bit. So what we're seeing now is we're seeing a higher high and a higher low with a lot of these crypto. And Dogecoin is up very nicely today. I got a lot of Doge. I'm very happy. So remember what I said, dollar cost average in my Cardano ADA is up nicely because I bought when it was really low. I was like, wow, boy, this is quite the bargain, or I'm going to lose everything. And, that's what happens. People, have the foresight to see that, and the foreskin to see that these things, will take the route that most people wouldn't go down, kind of like becoming a Navy SEAL and CIA security officer. Not a lot of people do that stuff, but I always thought that, yeah, I was thinking I was going to do that as a little kid, and I didn't doubt myself. I just went and did it. It was amazing. I loved it. All right. So other things that are happening out there, let's see. Matic. I have Matic too. So Matic is up almost 30% today. So everything's turned around and it's gone very, very parabolic. Now I saw in my vision looking into the future for a bit, for not all of crypto really, a V-shaped bottom. So it's really going to take off. It's tested lows. It's bounced off lows. All of these. It's punched through different levels of resistance on the way up, several resistance levels. And now it's getting a little breathing room before I think it's gonna go higher. But then again, who knows? Maybe it'll go to zero. You never know. So you guys are kind of like on the fence and still don't know. It's tough. It's tough. I know. But if you're intuitive, it's not as tough. All right. So the B Word conference, this happened today. That's one of the reasons why it basically shot up. So Musk reveals that SpaceX owns Bitcoin. So SpaceX has done really well. Like everything that Elon Musk has gotten involved in, like Dogecoin. Musk also said he is an overall supporter of Bitcoin. He also talked about the controversial pump and dump topic, saying, I might pump, but I don't dump. So that's good. I like that. Talking about Dogecoin and why he supports the currency, he said, I love dogs and memes. So he's been fun with it. And a lot of us Doge lovers are fun and we have a good time. We love becoming rich. We are not selling any Bitcoin, Elon Musk says. One idea would be to put a Bitcoin node in SpaceX Starlink terminals, which is going to happen. Because remember, I reviewed that a long time ago. How about that? And now he's saying it. I love it when I get it right. So that way, more people would be running Bitcoin. So it would be instant. It would be even faster speeds. And he talks about that in other areas than what's going on now. And this Starlink system. He's putting more satellites up, and it's supposed to. He's going to laser some of these systems together over the poles. So even the poles will get coverage coming up. So it says, it looks like Bitcoin is shifting more towards renewable. There is a trend towards more than 50% renewables. In that case, Tesla would resume accepting Bitcoin, most likely. All right. So that's interesting. I think that eventually, once the Ethereum, because he admitted today that not only does he have Bitcoin, but also has Ethereum and Dogecoin. Those are his three tops. And he's not getting rid of any of them. So Ethereum, a lot of people didn't know that he was holding Ethereum. I hold Ethereum too. And I'm loving it. It's good. It went up big, bought low, and it's going up big. Bitcoin will be more environmentally friendly than gold mining. Or the traditional financial system. So a lot of people put value in gold. And what he's referring to here is a Bitcoin would be more environmentally friendly. And as we're seeing now, even more valuable than gold. Interesting, right? Because what happens is a lot of countries are starting to link to Bitcoin. And the reason why is because they're unstable. They make stupid decisions, kind of like what American politicians are doing right now. And it destroys their currencies, which is happening here in America. Wow, how about that? So the Bitcoin basically gives them the ability to have some value. So if they put their money in their money, then it just decreases in value. And he even talks about that as well. He talks about how he wants to, he's basically shifted in some of these foreign countries that have negative rates, that he's shifted into Bitcoin instead of using their currencies, right? So it's very interesting what he's coming up with. It says Tesla's bank balances in Europe have a negative interest rate. You pay the bank to hold your money. This is insane. So he's putting his money in Bitcoin instead of in the foreign banks. Then Jack Dorsey of Twitter, what's his response? I hope that it creates world peace. I hope so too, Jack. That's a beautiful beard you got there. You know anybody in the Taliban? So Elon Musk Starlink to deliver internet nearly worldwide within weeks. All right, this was back in June 29. So there actually are people that are countries that are using it, and more countries are signing up. He's doing deals with them right now. So he's launched more than 1,500 satellites so far. Wow, busy. And has Starlink operations in about a dozen countries. Musk said during a presentation at the Mobile World Congress conference on Tuesday, this is like, weeks ago. And he says that's costing a lot. SpaceX total investment in the network will be between 5 billion and 10 billion before cash flow is positive, he said. Some 20 or 30 billion may be needed in the longer term to maintain Starlink's competitive position. So what's also interesting about Starlink is that internet system that we have here now that seems to be compromised. Maybe we could go to Starlink, and these baddies can just have that. There won't be anybody left on it, so they won't be able to control it. Anybody, because we'll be on another system. Possibilities going forward. It's lovely. It's quite lovely. So Elon Musk confirms that SpaceX holds Bitcoin, says Tesla will likely accept Bitcoin again. So this was at the B Word conference, and I think that's the Bitcoin. He says, I own Bitcoin, Tesla owns Bitcoin, SpaceX owns Bitcoin, said Musk. And there was speculation about other coins that he owns. Let's see if he says it. I think he says it in here. Anyway, he did. He says right here, outside of the company stock, Musk said that he only owns 3 meaningful assets. Meaningful assets. This is probably the richest man in the world, actually, including Bitcoin, Ether, and Dogecoin. Right. So I'm not rich enough to own Bitcoin. I guess I could just buy some, because you can buy it. You can put a penny in and still have a little piece. Maybe I'll start to edge into it. My intuition was telling me, get some last night. And I'm like, but I can buy so much more Ether and Dogecoin and all these other coins. I'll probably start to edge into it. But it's definitely the future, guys. Maybe at the end of this year, a lot of people are predicting that one Bitcoin will be worth 100,000. That's right. So how much will these other ones be worth? A lot more, I believe, because it is the future. All right, we covered that already. Is it up? It's actually up since I've been talking about it. How about that? How about that? Save America, President Donald J. Trump. Breaking, new evidence indicates what's the next domino? I think it's Georgia. New evidence indicates enough illegal votes in Georgia to tip 2020 results. The Federalist. So the news coming out of Georgia, devil went down to Georgia. Had a fiddle. Remember that one? Remember that song? It was a good one. But Johnny said, rosin up your bow because I'll take your bet and you're going to regret because I'm the best there's ever been. So, oh, it was a good song. And Marshall Tucker, love Marshall Tucker. Georgia is beyond incredible. According to the just released report, in Fulton County alone, the hand recount was wrong by 60%. Woo! Woo! 100,000 tally sheets for ballots were missing. Where are they? They duplicated thousands of extra votes for Joe Biden. They fabricated vote counts of 100 to 1 for Biden many times. So this is not speculation. This is fact now. All right. So, they can say, what they want. The facts are starting to come out. There's a lot of people that have been waiting for this information to come out before they made moves. And I think there's, just like a lot of people are saying, July 23rd through the 27th, something's coming. Biden admin pushes Ukraine to keep quiet. Remember that Biden thing? Well, you better fire that son of a bitch or you're not getting your $1 billion. And, sure enough, they fired that son of a bitch and everybody laughed. Ha ha ha, you're so vibrant, Mr. Biden. Who are you now? Remember Trump? I saw Trump at a rally here in Florida, and he was like, who is that guy? Who is that guy that's playing Biden? All right, on Russian pipeline, not discussed with U.S. Congress. Wow. Democrat President Joe Biden's administration reportedly is strong-arming Ukraine to stay silent about a deal that is expected to announce with Germany on Wednesday that will allow Russia to complete its highly controversial Nord Stream 2 pipeline to Europe. So even though Ukraine and a lot of Eastern European countries and U.S. congressmen, U.S. officials have indicated that going public with opposition to forthcoming agreement would damage the Washington-Kiev bilateral relationship, those sources say. So the administration position is at odds with much of Congress and with the Ukrainian government and with other Eastern European allies who have long held that U.S. intervention can still block completion of the pipeline, which is nearly completed. The report noted that a source close to Ukrainian President, I'm not even going to try it, Zelensky, yeah, I can do that one, said that Ukraine believes that Biden could stop the pipeline if he really had the will to stand up to Russia. So somebody's getting paid for this deal, big time. And somebody's getting paid like banks because it's a fiat currency that's based on oil, petroleum. So why do you think the price of oil is going up? Yeah, that's why. Rebecca Heinrichs, senior fellow at the Hudson Institute, noted on social media that Biden bowing to Putin undermined his democracy over autocracy rhetoric. So how does exactly telling Ukraine, said Rebecca Heinrichs, to keep quiet to Congress about its vehement opposition to the Russian energy pipeline fit into Biden's democracy over autocracy shtick? Yeah, about that. So I love what Cruz said. He said, we always knew Biden was in bed with Putin. Now they're spooning. That was good. That was a good one. That's a good visual, right? Oh my God. Oh, stop it. Stop that visual stuff. I don't like that one. So let's see what you guys got going on in the chat. And you know what? I'm feeling really good tonight. And I think we're going to do a love bowl. Do you guys want the Sedona bowl or you want the Lemurian bowl? Let me see in the chat what you guys want. Tell me what you want. All right, so let's look at some other stuff you guys have going on here. Zach Brown also did Devil Went Down to Georgia. Cool. Trump won signs all over my town here in Georgia. All right, love that. Love that. That's good. You must be in a good town because if you try that in probably anywhere in California, your house would get burned. It's really bad. Even though there's probably a lot of patriots here. That's why when I talked about in the first of the show, we need to start pushing back, guys, because these guys have been getting away with some crazy stuff, and it's going to continue until we start to speak out and push back. All right. Charlie Daniels. Yeah. Love Charlie Daniels. He's dead. Yeah. Unfortunately, he is dead. Bitcoin is used to launder child human trafficking money. Tammy Taylor. Yes. And so is fiat currency. Probably a lot more than Bitcoin. So remember what I've said over and over again, Tammy. Maybe you haven't been listening. That if they use Bitcoin, they can be tracked because there's only one signature on every single Bitcoin, right? So they can track that. CB's daughter, thanks for monitoring the site. Let Tammy Taylor stay. She's just voicing her opinion. Thank you for joining us for another Power Hour. Spread the love vibrations and hit the like button, please. My Trump 2020 flag still flies under Old Glory. Sue Anderson, thank you very much. Good for you. Is Florida doing an audit? Rumors about DeSantis not being good. Holly North. No, we're lucky to have DeSantis, and there's nothing bad about him that I can see so far. But have your opinion for whatever it's worth. That's why we have First Amendment. As long as you don't get nasty with it. Marshall Tucker did it too. Charlie Daniels did it. Marshall Tucker? Excuse me, Charlie Daniels. Was it Charlie Daniels and not Marshall Tucker? Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Who did? Devil went down to Georgia. I got to know now. Inquiry minds need to know. Some of you guys have already looked this up, but Mike's got to do it. Devil goes down. Georgia. Who did it? Who done it? And Charlie Daniels. Yes. And I would play it, but then they would take my video down. It's so ridiculous what they do. Yes, Billy, sorry, you're right. Not Marshall Tucker, Charlie Daniels. All right. So yeah, I'm human, but I love having other humans help me out. So you guys are cool. Because we're all work together, right? Don't trust Musk at all. Musk is like, one of those polarizing figures, kind of like Donald Trump. So some people hate him, some people love him. I love the guy. So, but don't hate the lover or whatever I am. I don't know. Michael, is not all government in Washington gone? That's what I'm hearing. Gigi, it's a great name. Gloria, is Gloria your name? Gigi? I dated a Gigi one time. She was Gloria. So, anyway, she was great. So I'll leave it at that. I was going to marry that girl. One got away, but there was definitely some interesting things that have been shared. If you look at Nino, David Nino Rodriguez, he had on the one guy that goes around and looks all over DC, and he says, "Is everything shut down?" Now he's actually there doing it. He says, he grew up there. He knows the place. He's been around the place. He's been inside a lot of those buildings over the years. His dad worked there. He went there when he was a kid. He's been in there many times in a lot of those buildings. And he says they are shut down in DC. He says the trams, I've been on a lot of those trams many times, always full. It didn't matter what time, day or night, but he says they're always empty. Wow. So the subways are empty. There's no one on the streets. The buildings no one's in them. That's amazing, right? So what's going on in DC? Is Florida going to do an audit? Maybe. I think every state should do an audit. I think we're going to find that a lot of these Dems have snuck in. They don't belong there. Elon manipulated Bitcoin by sending tweets. He got 25 years, no parole for complying. I don't know. Targeted individuals, rosebuds. A lot of us are, yes. Talk about Larry Elder, please. Yes, I did. So, Ofer Galvez. So it looks like Tony and Milia were saying some nasty things. Thank you, CB's daughter, for working it. So that's another. I like to go through and like see it. Hack, hack, hack. Shield wall, shield wall. In feminine. Pam tomorrow, because I know you guys like fight to take them down sometimes. Like who can strike them down first. Alpha males and females rise up. That's right. Oak Tree 69. Keep those vibrations high and pray. That's right. Shern Jean. Absolutely. Keep them high. Prayer is very positive, very, very uplifting, very helpful during these times. So keep it up. And Trump won. And someone, I just saw that, and now my chat's gone. So I don't know what happened. So I'm going to, what happened? There it is. Three Gorges Dam. Looks like there's some problems there. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of us that said it was going to go bye-bye. So we'll see. Those buildings are waiting on the, I agree with you, Brian Staton. Those buildings are waiting on the rods of God. So I actually saw that. I was seeing some of those buildings actually get hit by the rods of God when I was there on January 6th. Now I was not in the Capitol building because someone in one of those chats that, you know, where I was speaking out against those knuckleheads that we were talking about, the military guys, there were people coming in. So you were probably at the January 6th. Should I contact the FBI? Wow. So somebody came in and said, are you racist? That was beautiful. That's always a beautiful comeback. It basically shuts them down, and basically that person got shut down, because I do have DNA actually from Northern Africa. Hello. It's like 11% or something like that. So, you know, there's one guy that basically was in office that everybody said was a black man. Not so much, you know, his mother was white. And if we found the real father, which has been discovered, that actually looks like him, that man is Middle Eastern. So interesting, right? So where are both houses of Congress? Well, maybe they're there, David. I want you to go look. You go look. If it troubles you so much, it's like I had to go, well, who was it? Marshall Tucker, Charlie Daniels. I went and looked. And don't rely on the internet for that thing. If you can't trust someone else that's there that says it's empty, then maybe you should go look yourself. I will buy your products if you stop saying Jabberdo. Foodie, come on. I got to say that, you know, the thingy or whatever. Come on, we got to have fun with it. It is a ghost town. Maryland, thank you. California is red. They lost it. It was because of cheating. They lost. Yes. Richard Citizen journalist. Thank you. That's right. Richard Citizen journalist. And he's on, what is that? Telegram. So you can go find him on Telegram, and Richard Citizen journalist. And he has, I love his stuff. So I don't know how David Nino Rodriguez, he get some interesting people on his show. He even says, you know, I don't agree with all these people. And so I think they're full of shit. But you guys want to listen to them, so I bring them on and you guys can decide for yourself. So I think it's good. Yes. Nico, that's right. JD. JCK is not doing interviews anymore. Oh, Jen, what happened? Why not? You mean like one-on-one, or just not? Jabba Dabba. How about that one? Cool, Nick. I like that. Lots of laughs. Hokey pokey. Yeah, let's have some fun with that puppy. Yeah. USMC Devil Dog here. All right, Daniel. Hoorah. Or you guys, am I incorrect? It's been so long. I know. Jabber something at the end of it. Red in California, I believe. How can I reach you personally? Can't happen unless you meet me at a conference or event. Crazy stuff in Ontario, Canada. Yeah. Janine was talking about one of those things where they burned down a whole town, like 90% of a town, because they were the guy that was doing hokey pokey. How about that one? You like that better? Hokey pokey. One of the doctors doing the hokey pokey said, hey, there's some problems with this thing. And they're like, oh, you need to shut it down. And he's like, I'm not shutting it down. I'm going to continue my investigation on this. And so mysteriously, that town burned down. 90% of that town burned down within a day of him saying that. Yeah, so there's some serious problems, unfortunately. Creepy stuff, right? Semper Fi, brother man. Right on, Samson, Gersing. First Marine, Anglico, Semper Fi. Very good. And so I didn't see what you guys wanted. You want the Love Bowl or the Lemurian? You want to go to basically the higher chakra, or do you want to go to the heart chakra? Diane, I think Jabberdee's is the best too, but I'm flexible. I can say Wakey Pokey or Wokey Pokey. Is that Wokey Pokey? Zombie Pin. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Jabba Dabba Doo is good. Time for the Love Bowl. All right. Stop talking, Mike. Go get the Love Bowl. All right. Heart. Yeah. Okay. Love Bowl has it. Both? Nah, we'll do both at a later date. Let's go. Because I need to set that up. I need to have like the sound right. Right. And I also have to take this off. And so I'm going to take that off now so that we go to the computer, because it always, you guys still hear me? So it always works better on the computer, the Love Bowl, or any bowl for that matter. Just stop the madness. Yes. Lemurian, Love Bowl, Lemurian, Love Bowl. So I think we got more Love Bowls. So I'm definitely going for the love. So you guys still hear me okay? All right. Have to go in the next room and get it. The Jabberwacky. The Jabberwacky. I like that one. Jabberwacky. Ha ha. So we had, when I was in Pakistan, I love the Pakistanis. I'm not throwing any hate anywhere. I love them. All right. We would call them wacky packies because they had a sign language with their hands. They could not talk without doing all kinds of stuff with their hands. It's like, what the heck are they doing? And you would ask them a question that meant yes, and they'd go, they move their head like that to signs, like, and at first I'm like, he just say no when he should have said yes. And so over time I started to see all their, they make, and they even make fun of themselves. So it's funny because I remember seeing a show one time where one of the referees, he was like doing all this stuff, and he's like all this kind. I was like, whoa, they're even making fun. They even know they're kind of like out there with their movements. So you Italians, and I have a little Italian in me, so I'm not picking on anybody, but you Italians, you were like, you got to talk. If I tied the hands of Italian, they'd be like, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? So the wacky packies are the same way, but even more, believe it or not. So you don't believe me, you go to Pakistan and you talk to those people and you'll be like, what? So I remember guys coming up to me because I was there for a while. I spent many years there. I remember that you guys were coming in and like, did you see Johnny? Because Johnny was our cook. He was a good guy. You see Johnny? He always, when I ask him a yes question, he always shakes his head no. I'm like, no. And then I explain the situation. They're like, all right. It's like, trust me, you're okay. It's okay. the wacky packies. I love them. All right. So Here's love to all my friends in Pakistan. Love you guys, even though some of you guys tried to kill me. Jab doesn't deserve a nice name. Judy. But if we're going to talk about it, we can have fun with it, right? That way we don't get shut down. So any tension you have in your body, take in a deep breath. And as you take in that breath, build up the tension, build it up, build it up. And now on the exhale, let all that tension go. Are you guys hearing the love bowl? Not hearing it? Dang it. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Did you hear that one? Maybe I just need to tap it. Adam Jimenez, XRP, but you know, I'm not into it. Okay, so somebody's hearing it now. So I'll just do the tapping instead of the, you know, the vibrational sound. 5 by 5. Okay, thank you, CBs. I know what that means. That's good. You must be former military, or maybe law enforcement, either one, or you know someone that is. So let's go into another deep breath. And as you take in that breath, any more tension you might have in your body, on the exhale, let it go. Now let it go. Five by 5. Okay, good. Yes, audio's great. Good. So it works better. That's good to know, guys. So I'll just tap it instead of doing the round the bowl and having the vibration. Artists, I don't know. I don't think the vibration's coming through. All right, so imagine a golden ball of light surrounding you. This light is healing and protective. I have it cranked up so loud my neighbor can hear it. Good job, Chris. All right, it's working now. Good. You feel it. You feel it? 376 hertz coming at you. Feels good right next to my heart. I tell you what, it's vibrating my heart. My heart's loving it. Ooh, CB's daughter. Dad was a CB, 2 tours in Vietnam. Awesome. Thank you for his service and all of your family, because I know it's tough. The family served too. All right. So imagine a golden ball of light going out from you and going out there and giving good direction to the next several days. So over the next week or so, definitely the next week, there's going to be some reveals happening. We need everyone to stay calm and enjoy the show. Teresa, yeah, chilling love vibes. So imagine that energy going out, calming all the energies that are coming in, all the manipulations that are about to begin. Let the reveal happen, and let it reveal itself so soon that instead of humanity walking into an ambush, we see it and don't even go there. And they Can't even spring it on us. All right, the love vibrations. It's beautiful. All right, so bring your consciousness back to your body. You can open your eyes, if you had them closed. It's been great spending time with you guys. Remember tomorrow, 3 o'clock, 107, tell all your friends. Depending on what we talk about, I'll either leave it or I'll take it down and put it on my Rumble, Michael J 5326, and it will go on Telegram. All right, so hopefully we'll leave it up, but you know, I don't know, we'll see. Might not risk it because got 81,000 now, and it's very nice to have big numbers show up and watch this stuff and pass around, right? So I'll probably, do that show and then put it on Rumble and BitChute. All right, guys, lots of love.